This is Black Light continuing on with the Trail of Tears. I'm stressing the point that brothers is saying you gotta these papers that's being I can't say forced upon us. I can say these papers like the Social Security and the Federal Reserve note and insurance papers and all these kind of papers right here, you know, are forced upon us. Not forced, but we could say coerced on us by the slave master. They think they own this land, and we gave in to them. I don't know what made us give in to them, but you know, I for one, you know, I don't want to give in to them. You know, I don't bow down to them, because when you do that, that means that they your God. When you bow down to this Caucasian and his system and way of doing things, even if you don't agree, if the majority go along with it, then you're gonna go along with it. That's why they call it a democracy. Majority rule, right? But anything, we don't even stop to challenge none of the policies, because some of them is behind closed doors, you know, and we don't stop to examine none of this, but we just go along with it because the next man go along with it. We follow the tail lights, and we don't look ahead, and we don't look in the next lane. 5 cars behind us, we just follow, you know, the tail lights, and don't look down the road. That's our problem, see. So I just wanted to reiterate the Trail of Tears. In the early 1800s, the federal government forced the relocation of 5 Native American tribes from their homelands in the southern part of the United States to designated Indian territory west of the Mississippi River. West of the Mississippi River. And this is a portrait of that move. You see? Just relocated. Now they're doing that now to us, gentrification in the cities. They're relocating us, closing schools, putting us in war-worn out houses, and we not trying to maintain the integrity, you know, of that neighborhood. And it's every man for himself, see. And we see how all the other nationalities, you see how the Chinese, you know, they on the same page. They all work together. They got a Chinatown. You see how the Chaldeans, you see how the Muslims, well, so-called Muslims, foreign-born so-called Muslims. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that. I feel like anytime you move from a Muslim land, because see, Muslims, Islam has a different kind of lifestyle and a different law than the USA. They don't charge no interest on their money, see, and a whole lot of other things. Okay, I'm not gonna go into it right now. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. And But I just want y'all to realize that let's just deal with what's happening here to the black man, the Asiatic Aboriginal black man. And you know, we keep repeating doing the same thing over and over again. Come to Detroit, 87% black, still the majority black, but we being bounced around, manipulated, you know, and y'all seem to be all right with it, you know. Brothers is, you know, they coming up with some history and some nice facts, but you pay them for it, which is ridiculous. Once you get that basic teachings from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and follow that blueprint that Master Farad laid out to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that's all you need. See, I'm with Jesus on praying 5 times a day. Yeah, you can pray 5 times a day, but you ain't got to be seen praying 5 times a day. Walking down the street, all of a sudden just drop down, throw a prayer rug down when 1 o'clock comes, 12 o'clock, Juma, and just start praying on the streets, man. Brothers used to do that here in Detroit, especially over there in Highland Park. We walking down the street on a Friday, and it's time to go to Juma, and they just in the middle of Woodward, on the sidewalk, throw out a prayer rug and start bowing down saying prayers. Come on, man. Let's get real. This is Black Light Out.